having one of these? Really? It's been like a month. I don't know how long it's been. I forgot how to do this already. Cubicle corner, kind of. Very bland looking, but we'll roll with it. So, I'm back from the dead. It's not Halloween yet, I know, but go with it. So, welcome to my cubicle corner again, and I'm here to present you another new entry into our Slim series. So, if you don't know by now, I'm Roger. I'm the guy who does this stuff. Introduction's complete. Now, ta-da! The DH270. So people are saying, well, you know, 270, this is for you cutting edge guys. I mean, cutting edge is the newest chipset. This supports the new 7th gen Kaby Lake processors, so you're not stuck just using the 170. This one can do Optane. So all you Optane enthusiasts or people who are interested in Optane, this might be your unit. So DH270, let's go into the breakdown. Why would you buy the unit? Workstation computer, a fat client, or thin client, depending on your vocabulary. Thin client, fan client, workstation computer, POS, still has those legacy ports for POS systems. Anything that needs to be hooked up via Comm Ports, it's a great little unit. And digital signage, of course. This can drive up 3 displays. I'll get into that a little later. So, I mean, it's a computer. Don't overthink it. You can do whatever you want with it, essentially. So, DH270, 1.3 liter chassis. We're renowned for this design. We don't stray much from it since it works. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. So, here it is. The infamous power button. You need to power on the unit. Some 3.5mm audio jacks for your headphone and microphone if you choose to use them. Your power LED and HDD LEDs. So, one indicates power, one indicates hard drive activity. Got an SD card reader, so you media guys who need that extra storage, SD card reader, pop it in there, good to go. Type-C, so we noticed Type-C is becoming more prevalent, so hey, why not incorporate it here? Your Type-C USB port, and 2 USB 3.0 ports. Double checking because I was unsure. That's the front panel. Technically not the front panel, the front plate connectors. Like I said, nothing too drastic besides the Type-C. We noticed that it's becoming more prevalent, so we included it. What does the back have? We standardized a little bit, so if you Shuttle veterans, you know we usually do display ports. We did 3 HDMIs this time. You may notice that one of them is oriented differently. That's to indicate HDMI 2.0. So you 4K guys who absolutely must have 4K, HDMI 2.0 can do it at 60 frames per second. That's technical term for smooth. So 60 frames, really smooth. These two, HDMI 1.4, 30 frames, not as smooth. But if you choose to use these, still capable of doing so. You got more USBs here. If you need more USB devices, mice, keyboard, printer, scanners, etc., feel free to hook them up there. Dual LANs. So dual Intel LANs, you know, not networking guys need those dual LANs, you know, connect to one network, separate networks, or physical firewalls. This may be a unit for you. Comm Ports. A lot of people still ask me, why Comm Ports? People still use legacy devices. They still need them, so we got them. One RS-232 and one that's changeable. So RS-485, or you can read the guide. And finally, you got a very neat feature. It's standard within our 1.3 liters, but a lot of people don't know what this is. This is a little punch out. 2 of these pins clear your CMOS for troubleshooting purposes, or if you just want to reset it without turning on the BIOS, turning on the unit, going to the BIOS, and restoring defaults, you can just clear the CMOS here, or without having to remove the battery. Or the other set of pins is to put an external power button. Why would you want an external power button? This is base mountable, so you know when it's behind a monitor, it's a little tough. Hook up an external power button, not as tough to turn on and off, is it? So that's why it's there. Or you can use our RTC alarm, which is a feature within the BIOS that you guys can read up on at your own leisure. So that's the breakdown of the I/O. If we open the unit up, there's 2 screws. Just slide the unit, if I can do it right. Standard cover. Has a nice little mesh filter here to trap any dust and debris. And I already did all the screws for the sake of time, so here we go. Bracket. 2.5-inch drive. Put it here. Connects with this braided SATA cable. Your data and your power are all included in this cable. So very simplistic, very easy to use, very easy to install. Not too difficult. So let's put the bracket aside. And here's the breakdown of the unit. So like I said, very simplistic. You got 2 DIMM slots here. I don't know how good the camera can see it, but we'll work with it. DDR4, SO-DIMM, 32GB max. So it's SO-DIMM, not long DIMM, SO-DIMM, and non-ECC, obviously. This is not a server board. So DDR4, 32 gigs max. And here's our proprietary heatsink. Let me just unplug it. Very standard among our shuttles. So proprietary heatsink, this is what cools the CPU. And here is the LGA 1151 socket. So this supports Cabby and Skylake. This is a 270 chipset, so no real reason to use a Skylake, but you can if you choose to. There's actually one reason to use it. If you want Windows 7, even though Windows 7 support is ending very soon, I don't know when this video releases, maybe over by then, but Skylake, Windows 7, works okay with some patching. Cabby Lake is Windows 10 only, guys, keep that in mind. Cabby Lake, Windows 10 only for the foreseeable future, and Linux, of course. Rule of thumb with Linux, use the latest distribution if possible, especially when it comes to new chipsets. Try to use the latest revision of your distribution, and hopefully you should be okay. Linux support's a little wonky sometimes since it's usually third-party based, developers do all the drivers and whatnot, so it's not as easy as Windows. But you Linux guys should know that by now. And we also have an M.2 2280 slot. So if you guys are shuttle veterans, if you guys keep up with us, you know that prior generations only do M.2 2260, shorter hard drives. Now we do the more standard 2280. A lot easier to do. So if you want 2 hard drives, one 2.5-inch, one M.2, you got 2 drives at the ready. You got an M.2 2230. That's not for hard drives. That's a Wi-Fi. So if you want to hook this up wirelessly, you don't want to use the LAN for whatever reason, you can put a wireless card. We got some punch outs here for some external antennas to increase your range, your signal grabbing capacity. And voila, you got wireless networking at your fingertips. And we have some little niche features like this jumper here. Powers on the unit automatically. If you choose to do so, you just remove the jumper and it powers on automatically. And another neat little feature, if you have a VGA monitor for whatever reason, you can get rid of the Comm Ports, and we have a little connector here, a little PVG01 accessory that we sell. Comes, basically remove one of the Comm Ports, and you make it into a VGA with the accessory kit. So if you need an accessory that includes a VGA without needing to use an adapter, you can just remove one of the Comm Ports if you choose to do so. And that's pretty much it, guys. The DH270. This is our step into the newest generation platform, newest Cabby Lake. So if you guys are looking for a 1.3 liter, if you guys like the 170 or the DS81, it's very similar form factor. You can choose to buy the 270 and basically be welcomed into the Intel 7th Gen family. So that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, this is an overview. If you need more specifications, more details, I'm pretty sure there'll be a link in the description for more detailed information in regard to 270. I believe there'll be an Amazon link if I recall correctly. Like I said, I haven't done this in a while, so bear with me for a second. And what else am I missing? Social media, of course. Instagram, @Shuttle Labs. Follow us there. You can see our shenanigans, our adventures, etc. And YouTube. If you didn't like this video, thumbs down. If you liked it, thumbs up. Comment, questions, concerns, complaints, fan mail, whatever. Fan praises, I should say. Fan comments. Feel free to let them know in the comment section below. If you're not a YouTube guy, if you're a Facebook guy, visit us on Facebook. Or if you're not a Facebook person, you can feel free to email us, services@us.shuttle.com. You can reach us there. We'll get to your emails, I promise. Sometimes we do get swamped, but we get to you guys eventually. Slow and steady wins the race. Or so have been told. Don't quote me on that. That's it, guys. DH270. We're in the 7th gen. Now let's move on to Coffee Lake. God, Coffee Lake's already on the horizon. Keep your eyes out for that, guys. I'm Roger from Shuttle. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.